The KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.
I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show. Good morning.
Look at him.
Right on. Nothing like a drunken night of karaoke to put everyone in a great mood on a Friday morning. Good Lord, what were we thinking?
What did you grace us with last night? I actually ducked out, I think, when you were headed to the stage, Steve.
I didn't sing. I air drummed.
You air drummed a Rush.
Yes.
I did for the first
For the
time
great Neil Peart.
and last time ever.
I made a bet with somebody that you wouldn't do that.
That's the only reason I did it.
And I lost.
I thought it was a kind of a lackluster effort myself. You only used one arm.
Well, you know, I'm as always. I pay tribute to Rick Allen whenever possible.
Steve said, I'll do it if you do it. Because I was there too, right, guys?
You don't ever
saw
say
me
that to
there.
Candace.
I remember.
Were you at the party last night, Candace? I didn't see you. Gosh, go figure.
I'm so happy to see so many people here. Look at you guys.
It's
I
pretty
know,
great.
They're eating
It's pretty
bacon in
great.
front of us. Has anyone up here had bacon? I've not. How's the bacon? Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
Wow.
it smells really good.
For anyone not here who's going, what the hell are they talking about? We're at Cragun's, in case you missed the memo.
Yeah.
So if you're not here, we're just having a good time without you.
You're stuck on 494 somewhere right
You're
now.
questioning life decisions right now.
Yeah.
You could be here.
What are you doing?
You could be hungover and drunk concurrently. You could be having bacon and sausage. I don't know what else you need in a day.
That's it. We're good.
Breakfast meats and booze.
The Big Deck guy here, Jim from Big Deck, is here with the T-shirts, boys and girls. It's a
Come
party.
on. What are you kidding?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Everybody's here.
Everyone's here.
Come on, Keith.
Well, it's about time. Hey, is that real leopard on your hat?
Our first leopard skin hat has arrived.
Killed in northern Wisconsin.
Exotic.
Well,
Yeah.
we saw a deer this morning driving in.
We saw like 6 deers, Tony. Where were you?
6 deers.
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 Deerses.
I like to pluralize my animals.
There was a lot of deer. But we're going to talk about a few other things, not just our insane night last night and what we have ahead of us for the weekend. I don't know what those things are, but I'm sure there's something else. For anyone wondering, we all just discovered the Timberwolves and the Mavericks are playing a basketball game in Abu Dhabi right now. So go figure. You know, it's just that kind of day. And if you happen to be not the you I'm seeing, but anybody else listening to the show, if you want to catch those Twins games, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The Twins are opening Target Field to watch games 1 and 2 for free on the big screens.
Oh, for free.
You
Yeah.
just walk in. I mean, they're
Bet
gonna.
the beer's not free.
They've tripled the beer prices. That's part of it. No, but they're opening up several of the concession areas, and you can go on the field and on the jumbotrons.
Let's
What
go.
better way to watch a road baseball? Well, we'll be here.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we're not going, but a lot of other folks are going to be able
I
to
would
go.
totally do that.
Well, you know, you can make the
stuff.
Sunday game. That's not until, what is this, Central Time, 7:03, first pitch Sunday night.
Oh, that's
a school night.
kind of badass.
And then the Saturday game gets started 3:45 in the afternoon there at Twins Astros Saturday. And
Cool.
I'm not going to take in that Sunday night game. I don't have 2 late nights in me in a week. I've learned that this year.
3. How about
I had
4?
last night.
Yeah.
I was in bed by 9 something.
Yeah, I was like,
literally.
that's not late.
Oh, you have no idea. This is not comfortable for me.
You'll be just fine.
I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fine. And if I'm not, then we're all just going to have to pay the price.
Yeah.
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 Did we give out awards last night? Was there a karaoke queen and king, or did the whole thing just fall apart like a good
Lynn-
grease fire
Lynn's
party?
I
volunteering
think Lynn gets
herself.
the prize.
Lynn?
Yeah.
There was a ladies chorus up there. There's about 6 of you up on stage. I thought that was my
yeah, that's
vote.
fine.
Yeah, the whole dang family up there belting something out. I forget what it was. It was emotional, I know.
Yeah, I forgot too.
I was impressed with all the choreography that accompanied the vocalization.
I know,
last
right?
night. That was an unexpected treat.
Oh yeah, we sang Patsy Cline in the group.
Oh, that's right, crazy. I knew it was something that resonated with that group.
All right. Well, that was
beautiful.
a test.
What,
Scared me.
Yeah,
was
wake
there,
up out there.
Was there a helium balloon involved in what just happened?
I think maybe. A lot of scratching going on around there.
So we're here all day at Cragun's for the morning show this morning. We are going to be we're going to be joined by the mayor of Brainerd.
Yeah.
The mayor's coming.
The Brer of Maynard.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. His name's Dave.
Of course it
and
is.
he frequents the Brainerd
cars.
watering holes. And
Yeah.
Watering holes.
he will be here in the
Is that-
flesh.
Is that where you met him, at a watering hole?
I did. Yes, I
It
come up
has
here
been.
sometimes.
I don't want to stereotype Dave here, but having bounced around some fine Midwest small towns, especially here in Minnesota, and done a lot of these fine things over the years, mayors in the big cities, you see, are mayors. They're serious. You know,
Right,
they've got
right.
some business to get down to. They're politicians. But here in the smaller towns, Brainerd's not a small town, but they're the local characters, I tend to find out. In other words, yeah, the town drunk.
Well,
Sorry, is Dave here now?
He may take umbrage with that.
Right, he's out right now
Don't
keying
you
my
judge
truck.
me.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. All
9
right,
o'clock
well,
on the dot.
Dave.
A big entourage, I'll bet.
Right.
1992, I was in Buffalo, New York, and doing a photo shoot with my former rock and roll combo, as you do. 6 long hairs in the middle of a downtown street, standing there looking cool. And it was a Sunday afternoon, and there was an Irish pub on the corner, and the door opened, and this guy came out in a suit, but he looked like he had just finished throwing up. Because we know what that looks like. And he came walking towards us. He was an elderly guy, and he had a big bodyguard with him. And we were like, look at these two. What's happening? And this older guy comes up and he goes, are you guys a band? Yeah, and he goes, I'm the mayor of Buffalo.
Yes, sir.
And we all went, of course you are. And he was.
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
The actual mayor.
Jimmy Kelly, I think was his name. And he had been the
No
mayor
kidding.
6 terms.
They named a quarterback after
They
him,
sure
I think.
did.
in
No,
Buffalo.
wait. It was, hang on, I got to find it. I can find his name.
Hey,
It was,
it's a name. He's a rather notorious.
no, Jimmy Griffin, not
Jimmy
Kelly.
Griffin.
I said Jim Kelly. Jimmy
Yeah.
Griffin. And he proceeded to say, do you guys want the key to the city? We said, no, we're good, man. We're just trying to get the hell out of here.
Did he have one on him?
No, but he said he could set something up. And so, you know, hopefully
him.
hopefully the Brainerd of Mayor comes in today and
Yeah.
he's not quite so. Can we call him Maynard? Can we call him Maynard?
Oh, I love that.
Kind of cute.
I mean, if he offers me the key, I'm going to take it.
If he
you
rolls
gotta
his
take
eyes and says he's heard that one before, I'll be disappointed. Oh, and you guys, a little bit later on this morning, we can log into Mike Evans now. A little later on this morning, I found out yesterday we're going to play our own local Am I a Jerk? You see Rick over here? You know
Nice.
what tomorrow is? It's his wedding anniversary. You know where his wife is? She's not with him. He left her at home.
Oh, my
Classic.
Lord.
Yeah. It's wedding on 18th.
I did not know. I had no idea we were coming up here to celebrate the smartest man in Minnesota.
Dude, she's got so much leverage on you for the rest of your life. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everyone. All right, we're off to Mike Evans' Hollywood Report. We're live at Cragun's. The Big Deck KQ 92 Morning Show broadcast. Hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show. 92 KQRS.
Hit it, Tony. Hit it, Tony. I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show.
Yeah.
You're live. Go, Steve.
The cool kids are at Cragun's on Gull Lake. I don't know about the rest of you, but the cool kids know where it's all going down.
Yeah,
but
man.
before we can get back to how cool we are, it's time for the Mike Evans Hollywood Report. Maybe. Mike, are you with us? Dun, dun, dun.
It's Friday.
He says he can't hear us.
Mike can't hear us.
Hey, homie, what's going on? What's going on,
we got a
homie?
lot of- Can't hear Mike
we have
either.
lots in common.
Hey, boo.
Yeah.
These things
How about them
happen.
Dodgers?
Well, we may or may not be joined by Mike momentarily. I just love the fact that someone is back in Minneapolis panicking right now.
Because we're not panicking here. In fact, we've got a room full of people from one end. This is a rather long room here. And I just went down the back row back there. Yeah, I smell pot back there. I don't know what the...
And we're offended that you're not sharing.
Yeah, exactly. You could get kicked out of here for not sharing pot with the morning crew. Hi at...
Oh, wow. Stephen is high as yuck? Is that what that says? That shirt? Okay, great. I see that.
Rock and roll.
For anyone keeping score, I've had exactly one piece of bacon.
Me too.
Yes.
Oh my God, I just had one piece of bacon.
We're going to do
That's
we'll
that's
keep count. We're
kismet,
going to
you
keep the
two.
bacon count up here for the day.
Let's see who can eat the most bacon.
All right, I'm down with that.
I will happily let you win.
And then we'll all throw up together. Get
That's,
really
You guys
close.
down for that?
Of all the things we've done
Gotta ask
together, I knew
Right.
it was going to eventually end up with a...
Does anyone else
Mass
feel like the show
puking.
just took a really weird turn?
It's going to get weirder, Steve. I don't know.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, I just want you to
You
know.
sure you eat a lot of bacon and throw up, but you're wearing leather? I mean, come on.
This is faux.
It's
They call it. We used to call it pleather. Fake. Now
Leather?
it's called vegan leather.
Vegan
Vegan leather. All right, new movies out this week. The Exorcist Believer hits theaters this week, and this is the first in a new trilogy. and a direct sequel to the first Exorcist film of 1973.
Mike
Ellen
Evans told
Bernstein.
us the other day, was it Wednesday or Thursday? He said it was, one of those.
It's no Oppenheimer.
No, it's not an Oppenheimer.
No, it takes place 50 years later in the present day. Two young girls become possessed. They look super creepy. There's
working?
that back to back. It
Yeah,
is
I
shocking.
hear it.
All right,
I'm
well, maybe
scared.
that. All right, that's not your thing. How about She Came to Me? R-rated. Peter Dinklage stars as an opera composer. Ooh, you're losing me. Going through a writer's block, his psychiatrist wife Anne Hathaway suggests he goes for a walk to get inspiration. Then he meets tugboat captain Marissa Tomei. I'm back.
Sorry,
And has a one-night stand. No.
That sounds like one of my dreams. I had the weirdest dream, man. Marissa Tomei was on a tugboat, and I was at an opera, and we fell in love.
By the way, they have a one-night stand. Peter Dinklage, the opera composer, and Marissa Tomei, the tugboat captain. The name of this is She Came to Me.
They could have
Okay.
left off the "to me."
Yeah,
Tony.
If it's a one-night stand,
Why you gotta be all gross?
he's
It's
being
not
romantic.
I mean, there's a lot of words you can replace "to" with.
Well, listen, there's more. He uses that experience, the one-night stand, to
Under, near.
yeah.
She came near me.
Yeah.
I did my part.
Yes, right, exactly. I
Because
used my
of.
mind. She's a psychotic killer, serial killer in it.
The tugboat captain?
He uses that experience, Peter Dinklage, to complete his opera and depicts her as a psychotic serial killer in it, but he then suffers the consequences when she begins to stalk him.
Well, hold on. We don't have to go. We don't have to go see it now.
I'm just reading. This is what Mike Evans
This is
emailed
what's
me.
wrong with
Come on, homie.
trailers.
Come on, boo.
In the last 20 years, some douchebag in Hollywood got a bunch of feedback that said people like 7-minute trailers.
Yeah.
I like 30 seconds. Give me the star. Give me the next star. Show me a gun. Fade out. I'll go
Yeah.
see the movie.
Yeah.
Remember Witness, Harrison Ford up there in the Amish and the whole bit?
Oh, yeah.
This is the best trailer of all time. They show him. They show the Philadelphia
Right.
skyline. They show Danny Glover. They show a shotgun. They show a silo. Out. I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I want to go see that movie.
Right. No, if I'm digging on a trailer or I think I want to see the movie, I'll stop it right away.
I do too.
Because
Yeah.
I know by the time the 7.5-minute trailer is done playing, and now they release multiple trailers, trailer 1, 2, and 3.
By the way, speaking of video content, this is exciting. If anybody here or not here has a Ring camera in your house,
Ooh, yeah, those are cool.
Ring will pay you $1 million if you capture footage of an alien.
What?
Oh.
That's right. Start checking out your footage every morning.
Yeah, TMZ will give you $5 million.
there's lots of footage that's already been out there of crafts, lights in the sky, but actual alien.
Ring wants an alien. They have a
So-
contest. It's called the $1 Million Search for extraterrestrials. You have until November 3rd to submit your footage. They say they're looking for unusual, extraordinary, or unexplainable behavior, which is exactly what was happening here last night in the
Holy
bar.
crap.
Holy crap.
Unusual? Yes. Extraordinary?
I think I have a-
Unexplainable? Yeah, you in the back table? Right.
Right.
We know what's going on there. So it's not that tough to shake it down. If you do send in legit footage of aliens, you're going to get, okay, see, this is what pisses me off. They say it's $1 million gift, 50 grand for 20 years. Come on, give me the whole mill.
For what?
That's lame.
If I'm going to go to the effort to fake an alien thing and then do such a good job that
Cough
you
it up.
believe it, give me the $1 million.
Yeah,
You guys
cough it up.
notice Tony's face when you say fake alien?
Right? Why you assume fake?
And are they suggesting that aliens are just roaming around the neighborhood while we're sleeping?
Okay, here's the thing. If aliens are real, seriously, if they're smart enough
They
to
are.
figure out how to get a spacecraft or what maybe they call it an aircraft to come into our galaxy, come into our stratosphere, come into our world and elude detection all this time, they got to be pretty bright, right?
Yeah.
They're probably paying attention to us, right? They got their thumbs on the pulse. I hope they see this and they're like, "Oh, we're going to mess with Ring."
Yeah.
We're gonna now they're gonna expose themselves just so Ring has to pay out billions of dollars. Every Ring camera owner in America should wake up tomorrow and go, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
And it'd be great if they were just like, "Yeah, let's do that." Then
Here's
they
the
disappear.
key.
See, if aliens had a sense of humor, that's how they.
Oh my God! If we got punked by aliens, I'd be like, all right, they're one of us. They're probably KQ listeners.
I think the key is that aliens are camera shy.
Yeah. And what makes you think they have thumbs, Steve?
Because they flew a flying saucer. How do you fly how do you even build a flying saucer without thumbs?
Who mentioned thumbs? Did I say something about thumbs?
You totally mentioned thumbs. I heard it.
With your mind, obviously.
Tony, you have another belger here, don't you?
I'm aware of that.
Yeah,
yes.
Mary's man.
Yes,
We'll have
he
to check in with him earlier.
bought me a UFO shirt, and we're going to break them out this weekend at some point.
All right.
We'll be twins.
Yeah. I'm ready for that. I'll be ready with
good,
my thumbs.
I'm sitting up here with Fox Mulder, for God's sake.
I think it's charming.
It is charming. I don't know. I just, I'd rather, aliens are cool, but I'd much rather see Sasquatch. Just saying. Maybe it's because I'm in the North Woods, but if somebody gets that big sumbitch on film, I'm going to be excited.
Yeah, let's go
Sasquatch
find him.
Could be an alien.
Let's go out looking for Sasquatch.
Somebody
tonight.
just caught a very rare video. This is a true story we saw today. There's a wolf cameras in the woods somewhere where they are watching wolves do what wolves do. And apparently a few nights ago, a wolf attacked a beaver.
Savagely.
Not a euphemism. This is just one animal and another animal. And they got it on tape. And they're like, this is a really rare thing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to the aliens, I want to see an alien attack a Sasquatch. That's worth $1 million.
Oh my God, that would be better than Zuckerberg and Elon Musk in the octagon of death.
You're like Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly. That's Alien almost. Wow. That's as close as we can possibly get.
Fair
You
enough.
put your money on Sasquatch, home team. Come on, man.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, those little like
the alien's going to come with something, technology or whatever, but good old Sasquatch, been out there for a while.
Sasquatch. Why are you saying it like that?
Bigfoot.
I see
Tomato,
like
potatoes.
And I thought I see this whole time I thought it was Sasquatch.
That sounds
Let me tell you
inappropriate.
something. That sucker, that pelt he's walking around with.
Yeah.
Good luck with your laser gun.
Yeah, right. You're not going to penetrate that.
That's the kind of man I want, though. Don't you ladies like a big,
Smelly
furry,
and hairy and
little cuddle muffin?
All right.
I just like to wiggle up on in there, You know what I mean, Leslie?
I don't know, but the hairy men out there are starting to pay attention.
So
Here he comes from the back. There is Sasquatch is coming right at us. Either that or the mayor of Brainerd. I'm not sure.
in this segment alone,
yes, you, sir.
In this segment alone, we've learned that Candace wants to have a bacon eating contest followed by a trip to the vomitorium.
Yes.
And she wants, would you say a cuddle muffin Bigfoot dude?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on.
What a dream date.
You were born in Minnesota, weren't you?
Pretty exciting. You know what? We need to look back. How about a sports and music history lesson? Come on, Tony.
I'm going to try it.
Make it happen.
This has been temperamental. Yeah, that's not happening.
That's good.
Wow, it's like a children's
Steve.
walkie-talkie.
We've moved to the AM transistor radio segment of the show. On this day in 2005, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of boats set sail on Lake Minnetonka full of Vikings players. Who remembers that? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Glenn
today's
does.
the time.
October
Love
6th, baby.
boat.
Who? Dante, Brian, Fred, and Mo, you dirty boys. Let me tell you how that looked to the rest of the country, because I was not in Minnesota. It looked pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Right.
like, wow, let's get some Viking stock for this season. They're having fun.
Yeah, those were teams that they had some talent, too. They won
did
some
have some
games.
talent.
You win some games like that, you have the talent those teams had. Yeah, please, get out on the boat and have a
I
good
just
time.
imagined how every other NFL locker room the next day, everybody got together and they were like, all right, everybody got phones, deleting everything. We're getting rid of all that, just boom.
Yeah,
it.
true story. No, I better not use her name. We'll call her Misty, because that's her first name. That's her professional name. But she would go out to Sturgis every year and make a killing out there bartending and dancing in Sturgis for Rally Week. She was on the boat. And
really?
she was pissed that it got busted. She said, you know how much money I made off that every year? It's like canceling. She goes, I have two big events. I have the Vikings boat party, and I have Sturgis. And they just clipped her income in half, selfishly.
What are these Puritans thinking?
No fun allowed.
Think about Misty.
Yeah.
Think about poor Misty. My God, she had to go back to her Melanie and probably get a day job.
Yeah. By now, she probably looks more like Miss T. If you see what I'm saying.
Now that I think about it, this whole situation is sexist.
Yeah, it is.
The whole thing.
What part of that?
All of it.
Really?
Yeah.
The show, you mean? Or
Everything.
or
all
just
the
the
time.
audience?
On this day,
Such a girl thing to say.
it is. So moving on this day in 2020, it's amazing to say this. 3 years ago, Eddie Van Halen died on October 6th. 3 years ago. 65 years old. It's so funny. I see things and they say, like, do you think Van Halen's like one of the, it's like, are they the best American band ever? And the answer is probably, well, yeah, dumbass.
Yeah.
Van
What else
Halen
you
in
got?
1981? Seriously? Just put anything up against that. Good luck to you. As good as it got.
No argument here.
In 2011, Rolling Stone magazine ran a poll. Millions of people submitted answers. What's the worst song of the 80s? Anybody want to guess what won that in a runaway? Oh. We Built This City.
Oh, I was going to go with Red Red Wine by UB40.
No, but Lady in Red came in third by Chris de Burgh somehow. Number 2 on the list, The Final Countdown.
Yeah, fair enough.
Come on.
No,
That's a banger.
It's a banger.
Yes.
It's melodramatic.
On this day in 1979, In Through the Outdoor by Led Zeppelin was released in stores. I, as a 14-year-old, was very excited because I went to buy it. It was my first Zeppelin album that I bought in, like, real time. Like, my older brothers had all the other ones, and I was like, there's a new Zeppelin album. Oh, my God. And I probably didn't even know about it for a week because I live in a small town. But, I was like, oh, no way. And I got home, and I was so excited. And then I heard that song called Hot Dog, and I went. I was like, let me get this straight. My brothers had Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 2, Houses of the Holy, and I got Hot Dog.
Well, they were cleaning up the scraps out of the, the sound vault.
I felt like Zeppelin ripped me off on that one. I'm still kind of chippy around the edges.
Is that the indoor or the outdoor?
Yeah, man, it was not great. Finally, on this day, check this out. In 1967, on this day in Brighton, England, they had the Miss Teenage Brighton contest. And during the interlude, as the girls took a break to go change their costumes, they had music provided by Pink Floyd, who in 1967 was a psychedelic grease fire. So Brighton is on the southern coast of England. It's a smaller town, and I just love the idea of a guy standing there like... Oh, that's lovely, ladies. As you go put on your swimsuits, please, everyone have some tea and biscuits and enjoy the sounds of Pink Floyd. And here comes Syd Barrett. Like, I mean, that
progressive, yeah.
If there was, that's when we needed a camcorder. Who didn't get teenage girls in horror as Pink Floyd was like, this song's about the first time I did acid 70 times in a day. I don't know. That's my kind of beauty pageant. That's all I'm saying.
I like it.
All right, there we go.
All right, well, hey, bad news if you're expecting a box of giraffe poop. The shipment has been seized at the Minneapolis airport. Yeah, bad news.
Wait a minute.
This is serious stuff.
Are you reading my text?
I am reading your text. I know what's going on. Serious stuff. We have that headline to explain and more. Oh, we have Foo Fighters tickets to give away here this morning. Not you if you're listening out there. You didn't come to Brainerd. You don't get squat today. Here we're giving away Foo Fighters ticket, Minnesota Wild tickets, something else. Yeah, we've got stuff to give away. We've got a show. Don't we have a show? All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, wait, we're doing, and we're also doing the vodka shot push-up contest later, too.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be great.
Yeah, and then we're going to throw up.
Start
a lot of
prepping now.
push-ups.
Back to the vomitorium at 7 o'clock here on KQ. Hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS. Zep, Tony, Candace, and Steve Gorman are the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.
Let's start a movement.
Yes.
I hate Tony Lee.
Yeah, no, listen.
You don't understand that words hurt.
All right, I got up, and I got up during the break, and I took, by the way, sorry, if you're just joining us, we're at Cragun's on Gull Lake.
Yeah! Show me what you got out there.
Your
Come
big
on.
deck. Whip out your big deck.
We're at Cragun's this morning with a bunch of cool listeners, and during the commercial break, I got up as I'm wont to do, and I walked around, I stretched my legs, and I came back, and on my computer, here's a handwritten note that says, Gorman, you suck. And I recognized the penmanship of one Mr. Tony Lee.
No, it could
It's
have been.
distinct, isn't it?
Yes.
It could have been from anyone in this room.
And the torn off
you.
piece of paper from
Somebody
his notepad.
up here has no idea how much confidence plays a part in effective morning radio.
They've lost him. Don't leave. Wait a minute.
It's reverse psychology.
Tony can write really small.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
That is true. Well, I told you I got busted taking a test one time with my little crib notes because I could fit everything in like the size of a postage stamp
that's-
Oh my God.
sheet, and I got
Alien.
up and my little notes fell.
Remember when we had eyes and we could read that kind of stuff? Now I'd be like, oh my God.
I had trigonometry and for no discernible reason in high school, and the teacher allowed everybody an index card, and you could as much information as you could put on there for tests you could use. And I too had the tiny writing ability, but I went the extra mile, and I literally I spent more time getting my note together than I ever would have occurred to me to actually study
and memorize it. Yeah.
I mean, I spent weeks getting ready for that, and I should have saved that. It was a labor of pure hatred that but I passed the class, and I never knew I have no idea what trigonometry even is to this day.
How did you play drums in a rock and roll band?
It just made
without
sense.
a working knowledge of trig.
I guess it's not that hard.
I guess not. No, it's for some of us. It's not. My algebra teacher, same thing. So we had algebra, completely clueless. Geometry made perfect sense. I was like, I get that angle. That's a line, and that going through it. Geometry was cool. Algebra and trigonometry. I literally the whole time I would just go, "What are you talking about?" Like literally.
Variables.
And then one day, our teacher, Joe Stevens.
Joe.
He told a story. He told a story of helping his neighbor build a garage, like an add-on garage, and it was his understanding of algebra that helped him. And as soon as he said that, I went, "Oh my God, that's your summit." A life of algebra, and it's to help one guy build a garage. That's all that work to be the cool guy for that.
You don't want the guy that doesn't know.
I'm going to keep not knowing algebra.
Yeah, but you don't want the guy that doesn't know algebra building your garage.
No.
Like me coming over going, just drive a nail in it, man. Looks good enough.
Sure.
Square my ass.
All right, I just read something during the break. I need to share this with you. This is an absolute true quote. This is from Socrates.
Oh.
Remember him? Yeah. Not the Brazilian soccer legend, but the first Socrates.
It's Socrates.
2,400 years ago. 2,400 years ago, this is true. He wrote, "Children now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for elders, and they love to chatter in place of exercise. Children are now tyrants, not the servants of their households. They no longer rise when elders enter the room. They contradict their parents, cross their legs, and tyrannize their teachers." So kids have been jerks forever.
That sounds like an old guy.
Since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Socrates was cranky.
So this has been going on for a while. I had no idea the children of the ancient, what was he, Greek? See, I didn't pay attention in history either.
Yeah, boy.
Grave.
Man.
They've always been jerks.
They've always been jerks.
And old men have always been cranky, I guess.
It works. It's a nice, you know what it is? It's like
balance.
gears that just right in place of each other.
I'm like the balance because I'm right in the middle of that, I'm like
You're actually far
down.
to the left today, so you're not in the middle of anything.
Oh, I'm going to get in the middle, Steve.
Oh.
Believe you me.
Okay, we did tease this story. It's important that we share some local information with everybody. There was a big bust went down at the airport yesterday, and I'm not making this up. At the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport, a box was seized containing giraffe scat.
Yeah.
Do you call it scat if it's a giraffe,
absolutely.
or do you just call it big chestnuts of fecal? I don't know what you call it.
Let me see if this works this time.
It is like they're like crab apples.
Fecal matter.
Sounds nice, Tony. Louder.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection said a passenger traveling with a box returning from Kenya had a box filled with giraffe droppings and brought them home to make a necklace.
No, I thought I thought it was medicinal. I thought maybe it got you really high. It was like acid or licking a toad or something. The giraffe poop necklace. What'd you get me, honey?
Well, as someone who has experienced acid, that's the only time I would imagine that a necklace made of giraffe poop might make sense.
Yeah, what anniversary is that appropriate for?
I've had some odd notions tripping my balls off. I'm just going to tell you right now. Giraffe poop is not outside the realm of possibility.
Maybe it's magic.
Maybe.
Don't you guys believe in magic?
Yes.
Giraffe poop?
I don't know. I'll
That's
try
where I
anything.
stopped believing in magic, when it requires giraffe scat.
I'm going to have to look at the necklace. Is there a photo?
No, but we have a photo of a box of crap if you want to see
I'll
that.
take a look.
You know what? It kind of looks like little Buckeyes. You know those nuts you get?
Yeah. I think these are probably like horse-sized apples.
Well, if you have to make a necklace, too, that means you have to hold it and craft it and bore out a hole of some
You have to
sort
wear it around
string
your neck, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Now, is it true that if you bury a Buckeye of giraffe poop, that a giraffe will grow?
Isn't that how we get giraffes?
That'd be kind of cool.
I love giraffes. Aren't they so cute? Even especially the babies, little baby giraffes. Oh my
Right.
God.
When have you hung out with baby giraffes? Or are you just talking about like Animal Channel
The
stuff?
internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you don't know. I mean, in person, they might be just foul,
Jerks.
ugly, disgusting creatures, as far as we know. They have
you
one
ever
out
seen
at the
their
zoo every once in a
tongue?
while.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I like the idea. I like
Gene Simmons like.
young Candace Wheeler finally being alone. Like, I'm going to get online and find some stuff. Ooh, and Candace, baby giraffes.
Would you rather cuddle with a big
All of Candace's
All right.
friends are like, let's see.
All right, guys, what should I Google? Steve Gorman, 1991 or 1995? What do you think's a better haircut? Steve
listen,
Gorman,
What are the options here?
1995.
It's hard to find a bad one because
Who the
Unless
heck?
you took one this morning.
Oh my God, there's one with Bill Murray. God, you're cool.
yeah, and I'm not only am I shown right there with Bill Murray, I'm wearing a Scooby-Doo T-shirt. So in your face, Candace.
Bill Murray's laughing at your hair.
yeah.
I like this
Oh,
photo.
look at that.
It's so cute.
Okay,
I'll show
let's-
you guys later.
We don't need to Google.
I'll save it.
Let's Google Tony Lee streaking.
Okay.
No, those are all over the
Did we
place.
get any
Plenty
photos of
out
that?
there. Yes.
I love the internet.
There's action shots.
Last night, as Zepp and I were watching Tony just serenade the crowd with what was the first song you did? It was a
a
soul
R&B
classic.
class. Al Wilson, Show and Tell.
Yeah.
just a
Baby.
game I play. And and by the way, Show and Tell was a Gorman family staple. My brother Jim had big time.
So good.
So you're singing that, and I'm getting moved and touched and all the
Good.
feels, and
Yeah,
then Zepp
that's
comes
what I
over
wanted.
and he goes, "We need to give him a Jack and Coke every morning."
Yeah. 2 Jack and Cokes every morning to start the day.
Every morning.
Finally,
So-
you understand what makes me tick.
Now we actually, because this is how corporate, we got to run it up the Cumulus flagpole, but we're going to try to see if we can in fact have Tony Lee, part of his deal, he has to drink 2 Jack and Cokes before every show.
Yeah.
You good with that?
Absolutely I am, but I need a fancy umbrella and a straw.
We can make all that
share.
happen. All right, good. Well, I'm glad we worked that out. We're
Thank
going to give
you.
something away here in a minute, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing. I was just
Absolutely.
leaning over and whispering to him, as you do when you're doing a live broadcast.
Yeah,
I don't have the game show
All I
info.
saw was he was making hand motions and
Yeah,
finger puppets.
I was doing the
and
game show. I don't have
What are
the
we
game show.
What are we giving away, Tony Lee, master
what's
of
up
notes?
first?
Ryder is our
I
master
see wild
prizes.
ticket. No, wait, I can't read that from here.
You want a
Wild
Ryder? You
ticket.
wild ticket. I see the
Tell me.
wild, the man bear pig. Yeah.
Wild ticks. She doesn't want to. She's Mike.
Is it for the home opener on Saturday? Thursday. Oh, that's right. The home opener is on Thursday. Panthers coming to town.
We are going to play Beat the Toaster.
Oh my God. Wow.
In person?
Did you bring
In
a toaster?
person, beat the
Yes, I
toaster.
did.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
We'll need
this is great.
a toaster out of the kitchen, please. All right, so we've got Beat the Toaster. We don't need any callers. We just need you to hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show. 92 KQRS.
I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show. We're at Cragun's.
Yeah, baby.
Come on.
We're going to need a bigger deck.
T minus 30 minutes till that bar opens.
Oh,
yeah.
I think they didn't need the bar.
We're not checking the contents of private
No.
flasks.
Heck no.
We are just enjoying the morning as the sun is rising over a beautiful golf course.
There's a duck.
Tomorrow, if anybody's
There's a duck.
if
Get it.
anybody wants to see Zepp and myself hurt ourselves swinging
Oh,
golf
man.
clubs, we're going to be right out there in the morning.
I was looking at these beautiful fairways. Do you know how many chunks I'm going to take out of those? It's going to be like I'm out there golfing with a shovel. You feel bad. I'm sorry for your fairways.
There's golfers, and then there's people that own
Although I
golf
don't play
clubs.
it. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. I'm excited about that. But I'm not quite as excited as I am for what's about to go down.
Look out.
We have got a game because we've got tickets to give away. This is for, tickets to the home opener for the Wild, correct?
Yes.
Thursday against the Panthers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. My short-term memory is rarely on point, but
You're
I got
on it.
that one right.
Oh, and we got a couple of fine contestants for you.
So
this
we're
morning.
going to play a game. Tony, Quizmaster General.
This one.
What are we doing today?
Y'all ready? This is going to be so much fun.
Wakey, eggs and bakey.
Toast. Toast.
I would like toast.
Thanks for the roaster on Mike.
Toast. I love toast.
When this guy put some bread in a toaster, you won't believe what happened next.
You've got bread and a toaster of some kind.
Can you make me a grilled cheese sandwich?
Your breakfast is ready.
I didn't hear a ding.
The KQ Morning Show presents
All we need to do is beat the toaster.
Beat the toaster.
It's a game show. Beat the toaster.
Breakfast is ready.
Yes, you know it, you love it. It's the anxiety-causing sensation. Here's what we do. We're going to pop a hypothetical slice of bread into our toaster here on Gull Lake. Here. And we give you a category. Then you name as many things in your little head as you possibly can in 15 seconds before the toast pops. It's stressful, but it's fun.
Right. We're going to take some joy in your stress.
Oh, I mean, it's one thing to hear the stress. It's another to watch it.
I know.
In real time.
They're kind of antsy. They're rocking back and forth from foot to foot.
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of tension on the floor. You can feel it mounting.
It's a beautiful thing. Carol Merrill. No, I'm sorry, Candace.
What the heck?
You never saw the.
I'm actually never going to call you anything but Carol Merrill from now on.
Okay.
That's old
I can't believe you guys are doing this before the bar even opened. Wow.
Oh, the bar is open.
It is?
Well, the underground bar.
In quotes.
All right.
Are you guys excited? Oh my gosh.
Both just nodded.
Candace, I have a question.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I love Beat the Toaster. It's my favorite game.
Who doesn't love Beat the
excellent.
Toaster?
All right, Candace, who is our first contestant?
Well, ladies first.
Yes, of
Right,
course.
always. Okay, Rana from Cedar.
That's
Hi, Rana.
Hello.
That's Rockin' Rana to you. Host of Rana Palooza. Rana Palooza.
Rana's wearing a special T-shirt today.
Anyone want to read that out loud? No.
I've had a few cocktails.
It's
In my day.
Rana's shirt simply says, "I need a huge cocktail."
Right. Now, Rockin' Rana, how many Vegas shows with KQ did you end up attending?
5.
5.
Oh, wow.
How many do you remember?
This one.
Present and accounted for. Welcome back.
We'll change that by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Whatever you're about to do, don't worry. You'll never remember any of this.
Great.
All right. Take it away, Candace. Anything else we need to know from Rana before we play the game? I mean, do you have a list of questions or anything?
I don't know. Just anything you'd like to tell me?
What are your hobbies?
No.
Rana,
We'll see about that. Maybe later we'll get some secrets and some dirt.
Rana, what's your sign?
What, Taurus.
There you go. All right, let's go, bully. All right, Tony, take it away.
All right, you'll have 15 seconds. Now, this one, I'm going to take a little different direction on this one. This is tough. Now, think about the word Brainerd. Think about it. Picture it in your head.
All right.
Now, make other words out of the word Brainerd.
Wow.
Go.
Brain, nerd, bird, turd. Bird.
There you go.
I heard
Four
I think
good
bird
ones.
twice.
Did
Was
I
it
say
bird
bird
turd?
twice?
I think,
I
yeah.
could've.
Bird, turd, Brainerd, nerd.
Herd.
Or no, herd.
Is there an H?
I got 4 out of that.
Bra, brain, nerd.
I said
Maynard.
brain.
You did say
Yeah,
brain?
I said
Okay.
brain.
Did you say brain? How
think
about
we-
brain?
said
Was it
brain.
5? Might have been 5.
I think we got 5.
5. I think that was a
Yeah,
5.
Tony's
Yeah,
so
that's
funny.
a 5. That's a high 5. That's not bad.
5 words.
That's
And by
damn
the
good.
way, I'm going to say what everyone's thinking. Tony, you're an asshole.
Right.
That was hard. My God.
And he does it looking right in their eyes. It's one thing on the phone.
I
but-
love this so much.
God.
It's like, hey, this will be fun. We'll have a nice light contest or not.
I like to see brains light on fire.
Tony's about to go, hey, speaking of trigonometry. All right, Candace, who's contestant number 2?
Spider-Man. Rick from Monticello can do what any spider can.
He sure can.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, we met Rick briefly earlier. He was the subject of Am I the Jerk? Remember, your wife is enjoying your anniversary without you today.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How many years?
18 years.
18
Oh,
years.
God bless you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because like what's the first wedding anniversary? Paper.
Yeah.
And 18 is isolation. Is that what you're telling me? I get confused on these.
She has a very big heart, thankfully.
Yeah. Dude, what she has is leverage over you for about the next 15 years. Yeah. She's gonna hang that right over your head. All right. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
All right, Rick. World War II generals who've had snack chips named after them. Go.
Oh no, I gotta pick another one. Thanks.
Name a fruit you can squeeze.
No, I'm gonna be kind to you, Ricky. This is this first one. This is a simple one. Okay.
I'm still trying to think of one.
Name some kinds of fish you might catch here on Gull Lake.
Oh. Walleye, northern, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, perch, crappie.
Hey.
All right.
I got 6.
I got 6. Yeah, 6 quality fish.
All right, Rick. Now, can someone confirm that those fish are all up here?
Patty can.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
We could have added muskie in there probably.
Look at all the nodding heads.
Tony was out muskie hunting off the dock this morning.
I got me a good one.
All right.
Oh, they got muskie out here, sure.
I mean, literally, you could have said box jellyfish, and I would have gone, really?
Yeah.
I thought those were in Australia.
Great white sharks.
Wow, holy crap.
This is such a Minnesota crowd. When you ask that question, are they all in the lake? There's 50 heads.
Oh, I knew I'd get a real answer. Okay, all right. So we got 5 Rana, 6 Rick. Well played first round.
I like it. Close game.
Rana, I don't know how to tell you this. Round 2 is usually tougher. So maybe Tony's going to show a little mercy. Maybe.
I will. Yeah, it was pretty hard on you the first round. So this is going to be more simple.
Round 2, Tony. What is it?
Okay, dear.
I don't know.
As a kid, what were among your favorite toys? Go.
Tonka truck, Barbie, Little People, Chrissy, Valerie dolls. I did bow and arrow too, shotguns.
Oh,
shot. Trap shooting, whatever.
Oh,
those all qualify for a modern day little girl.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we got 6.
We had little
7.
people too, but back then we called them midgets. They were fun. I'm sorry, what are little people? Is that a doll type of thing?
Dolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I assumed as much.
Farm and house.
Those like little locket dollies. Do you remember those?
Oh, yes. Polly Pocket.
Polly Pocket. I tried to talk about Polly Pocket one day on the air, and you guys just like shooed me away.
So it's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah, I saw a duck.
Oh, wait till I get over there.
Also, Candace, don't stand in front of men like this. Just it's rude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off-putting.
Just go
I
ahead
thought
and
you'd recognize what I was
flip us
doing.
off next time.
Yeah, I hit a little close to home. She made eye
All
contact
right. So
with
wait,
me.
what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7. Yeah. Is that right? 7?
Okay.
Or 6? What was it?
Are we counting the bow and arrow?
Like you said.
Yeah,
I think you got to count the bow and arrow.
Toy's a toy.
Yeah.
One woman's toy is another woman's weapon.
Yeah.
She also said shotguns, for God's sakes.
Taylor got her first bow set when she was 12.
All right, 5 and 7. 5 and 7. What is that? 12?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, use your trigonometry.
Well played, Rana. All right, Rick, you gotta match your first round 6, or you're out of here, brother. Yeah. Tony, what's Rick got to do?
Ricky, this is a little more obscure. Put your thinking cap on, Mister. You're scuba diving in Gull Lake. What do you see? Go.
A seaweed, a fish, rocks, the bottom of the lake, sunken boats, anchors, lots of fish lures, bobbers.
Oh, you got bobbers in it the last second.
Wow.
I got
a bad
8.
bobber.
8 good ones.
8 good ones. I like the seaweed, though.
Lake weeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the bottom of the lake.
We call them seagulls out here, too. You know, those white birds. They're not a sea to be seen. But
all right. Are there sunken boats in Gull Lake? I'm sorry to be a stickler.
Oh, there's got to be.
Patty?
Sunken boats in Gull Lake? Yeah, we got
there's got
thumbs
to be.
up. All right.
It's part of the city's
You know, a
lore.
couple of Lund's Illumicraft hit the bottom out there somewhere.
If everybody had said no, Rick would be like, there's going to be one later today.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. Well, it looks to me, if my math is correct, Rick, you've won yourself
Looks
some
like
hockey
you're in the opener,
tickets,
my
brother.
man. Hey, and you know what?
What?
I wonder if Rick might take his wife to the home opener. No, of course not. You got 2 tickets. You and a buddy, right?
No pressure, Rick.
We'll see. I don't know if she's interested, but I think we'll give it a try for sure.
Attaboy, attaboy.
I think you will.
But
All right.
Rockin'
Rockin'
Rhonda, yeah, she's not
she gets
leaving
credit, yeah.
empty-handed.
No,
Oh, no.
heck
We
no.
would not do that here on the KQ Morning
No, the
Show
runner-up
trip.
prize is actually oddly $10,000 cash. No, I'm sorry. That's not true. That's not true at all.
It's actually a butt muffler,
Oh,
but
my
that's...
God. It's getting a bigger
Same
response
thing,
than
right?
the wild tickets.
How do you feel?
Oh, it's going to be great later.
That's not a gag gift. That thing actually works. I was just using mine this morning. And we're going to also add to your bounty, Built for Pleasure, a BigDeck.com T-shirt.
Ooh.
Courtesy of Big Deck. I'm hook-shotting it to you.
I have a feeling she likes those kind of shirts.
It kind of matches the one she has on right
Yes.
now.
Rick and Rana, everybody.
All
Well
right,
played.
done.
Well played.
Well done.
I pardon my ignorance because we already discussed this once, and I've literally forgotten what is a butt muffler.
It is a charcoal. It's been a long time since I've done the commercial for it, Steve. But it is a charcoal blast patch that will not only muffle the sound of your fart, but it will eliminate the odor.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's functional.
So that's a you're planning ahead. You know your system based on what you just ate. You're going to need that. It's that kind of okay.
Just keep one handy in the pack, as they say. All right, we've got another game show. We're giving away Foo Fighters tickets in about 45 minutes. We have the mayor of Brainerd stopping in at 9 o'clock. And coming up next, you've heard of dining and dashing. We've all heard of that. You guys have already paid. Don't worry about it. What about dining and heart attacking? Do we have a story here for you at 8 o'clock? Hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS. Zep, Tony, Candace, and Steve Gorman are the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.
I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show.
Yes, it is.
Wow, now the bar's open. Now they're awake.
Now we're going. We are up at Cragun's on Gull Lake having ourselves a fine Friday morning. The sun, or at least the darkness, is going away. I don't know if the sun's coming up, but it's light.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a beautiful bunch of trees and a whole bunch of nice-looking golf course out there. And, man,
there's a squirrel.
There's a squirrel.
Where?
Oh, my God.
Ooh, I saw a black squirrel on my way up here. It was so cool, man.
That's
it was
an omen.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal squirrel. Hey, can I interject here real quick? Of course, this big party is being brought to you by BigDeck.com. We have Jim here from Big Deck. Thank you, buddy, for being here.
Jimmy!
Who we don't have here is his counterpart. They come in a pair, and his name is Mike. And Mike is not here with us today. Maybe listening back there. What do you think? Having a bowl of oatmeal this morning and a glass of freshly squeezed OJ couldn't make it up here with us. But, Mike, we're having one hell of a good time for you. And we'll see you on the next one, buddy.
Miss you, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very nice. Thank you, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's when Zep goes all heartfelt, you gotta wait, is this real? Oh, this is real. Yeah, we like Mike. That's great.
we do like Mike.
Got to double check
And we
these
miss
things.
Mike. Yeah, we miss him up here.
So everybody that's sitting here, I mean, the breakfast is up, the bar's open. Like Zep said, we've already paid to be here, so we're not too worried about anybody dining and dashing. Has anybody dined and dashed? I mean, you got to do it once in life.
Lynn!
Just once, right, Lynn? Just once.
St. Cloud. You guys, don't you believe in karma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
course.
they're paying for it here this morning.
Did you do it
They're here.
Did you do it because you did not have the money, or just you wanted the thrill? And
They made
She
you
was
peer
forced.
pressure.
Lynn
Peer
just
pressure.
caves.
Okay.
If your friends jumped off the Stone Arch Bridge, would you do that too?
She would, of course.
Actually, she would.
I did it once by accident, and I was on a date, and she insisted on paying. I said, no, I got. All right. But if you want to pay, and then she thought that I had insisted that I wanted to pay, and we left, and it was in Duluth, and we're about 5 miles down the road when we realized we hadn't paid, so we dashed back and paid. But I did do it once for real in college. I was broke, I was drunk, and I wanted eggs, damn it.
Yeah.
So I did the dine and dash, yeah. I'm not proud of it.
I've got 2 on the record. One was intentional, knowing that was the plan. We're going to go in. And the reason I justified it, and it turned out to be true, my buddy Rick Abel, Slick Rick Abel, I knew he couldn't live with himself. And then he would go back and pay, and that's exactly what he did.
You set him up.
I knew it. We were like, let's do it. Okay. And then we go in there, and I was laughing because I thought he's totally not going to, he can't live with himself. And I was able to live with myself because I knew he was going to pay. And I don't want to talk about what would I have done had he not. We don't need to go down that road. But the second time I did it, I was at an IHOP, And I woke up one morning and I had $26 in my pocket.
No, no.
And I knew that from the night before.
Yeah.
I had a 20, I had a 5, and I had a 1, and I put my jeans on and I walked into IHOP and I got there and somebody had taken the 20 overnight.
Son of a...
Someone in my band had said, I think Steve's got money. So when I went to pay, I had $6.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And so I put the $6 as if it was the nicest tip of the day right under the plate.
Okay.
I took the check and then I was like, I gotta play this one right. Went into the bathroom, came out and walked out, completely. In my mind, I was walking out like just Joe Cool.
Yep.
I'm sure I was radioactively glowing from guilt. There's only so far you can run from the Catholic Church in life. And I was just like, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Did they make you wash dishes anymore? That was the cliche. You have to stay and wash dishes.
I don't know if you got caught. I don't know. No, I think they send a police officer to come see you and settle up that bill. I had that happen to a buddy once. We did the big thing if you were working on a construction crew was to take the new guys out for a big, expensive dinner. Welcome to the crew. You take them out, you wine them and dine them, oyster, Rockefeller, the whole thing. And then you excuse yourself to go to the bathroom and leave those dumb schmucks sitting there with the bill.
Sure, yeah.
Waiting for them in the parking lot. And they can't pay because they're new, they're young, and then you just wait for them to come sprinting out. That was a fun thing to do.
I'm horrified.
I feel bad in retrospect, but, my daughter's a server for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you really feel bad?
Not really. Have you ever known me to feel bad about anything? And I've done some serious stuff.
So dining and dashing, it's a part of life. This is a whole nother level. This is a true story. A 50-year-old man in Spain, or as I call it, Spain. He was just arrested after dining and dashing over 20 times. But it wasn't just a dine and a dash. The bill would come, and he fakes a heart attack. At the table in the restaurant. Again, let me repeat, over 20 times. I got to say, this is one of those things, word gets around. Servers know servers. Man, I was at work last night, and this dude had a heart attack right when I gave him the bill. It was terrible.
It's not the same restaurant.
And then eventually someone goes, wait a minute, that happened to me last week, too. It caught up to him. He's been arrested.
Good.
The heart. This is what I want to see on an iPhone video, though. I got to see how compelling is this performance.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was the
and
first.
what happened? Do you then? I mean, if they say they're going to call the paramedics, are you then like, no, don't do that. I think I'm going to be okay. Or I mean, how do you actually get out?
Ay, mi corazón.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Is it Spain?
Corazón.
A heart, baby.
Corazón.
El corazón. You're right. One restaurant said he ordered several glasses of white label whiskey to wash down a Russian salad before faking the heart attack. And multiple restaurants have been passing his photo around.
Whoa. What's a Russian salad?
Dirt. With vodka
really
poured on it, I think.
Bear meat.
There's gonna be some beets.
There's going to be beets in there.
Thing.
Yeah, you've been to Russia. What did you eat over in Russia?
I tried not to.
Borscht.
I've been in Russia twice. And
Yeah.
the first time in '91, there was the meat was blue. True story. They put a steak on a table and it had a bluish tint.
Babe the Blue Ox.
And everybody went, we'll have another round of the spaghetti. Actually, thanks. And the second time in 2001, after a decade of rampant capitalism, a whole different scene. It was just everything was there. McDonald's and KFC and all that.
Some good old American belly aches over in Russia.
That's exactly what it was.
He's got 42 days in jail. Yeah, I would like to see this. Somebody must have recorded this. I want to see, did he really sell this? And were they all the same, or did it get more elaborate, or did he just start phoning it in? Like, I'm having a heart attack.
Let's look on the internet.
Find something,
I have a feeling it was pretty dramatic. Oh, there is a photo of the guy. And he looks like a man having a heart attack. He worked on that. He looked at this is a dude.
Holy cow.
Who stares at himself in the mirror.
Look at those nostrils.
And does that thing where you just hold.
Make your face red.
Oh yeah, he's good at it.
Yeah, he looks like a walking heart attack, and his nostrils are going to bother me forever. One's teardrop on its side like a paisley, and then the other is this odd oval. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh,
man.
He's going straight to Hades.
42 days in jail. However, these are considered minor crimes. But restaurant owners are going to file a joint complaint, which could put him in the joint for 2 years.
Yeah.
The joint.
I hope he enjoyed the tapas.
Yeah, no kidding. Said it was very theatrical. He pretended to faint and then slumped himself down onto the floor.
Why draw all that attention? He could have just run for the door.
Right, exactly.
This guy sucks.
This guy does suck.
You know, they always put the restrooms are near the entryway. I'm just saying, are you going to the bathroom or are you leaving?
There's a Powerball tomorrow for $1.4 billion. and as is always the case, it's our duty as professional journalists.
That was funny.
We need to remind everyone you're more likely to be struck by lightning, attacked by a shark, and die in a plane crash than winning this thing. Still, I'll be in Brainerd today buying tickets.
You're more likely to golf par on one of these courses here at Cragun's than you are to win the lottery.
That's very true.
You're not golfing par out here.
No, but I'm going to double down and say if I do win the Powerball, well, the other day I said I was going to buy all the Foo Fighter tickets, but they went on sale today, so I can't do that.
That's right.
I love
I'll tell you
when
what.
Confident golfers say par. Like, what's par anyway? Can someone explain this to me?
It's a very simple explanation.
Let's hear it, Steve.
Well, every hole has been given a rating based on what they think you should shoot it. Like a par 3 is a shorter hole.
Alrighty.
And what that means is they think you can hit the ball 1, 2, 3 times.
Tony, got a pen? Tony,
put it
pen.
in the hole.
Pen me.
Do you understand the goal of golf? There's a hole really far
Hey,
away.
I've been known to get some balls in some holes, all right?
Hey, have you shot par?
Parlay.
I don't get it.
Oh. Well, then wait till you hear about birdies. 'Cause
I don't think we have time, Steve.
wait till you hear about an albatross.
Oh, that's the that's the no-go.
Yeah, boy, you'd think.
That's a holy grail. You don't get that.
1 in 292 million. That's the odds. That doesn't even make sense to me.
No. I mean, I don't know what that means. Because, so when the hell is that drawing? Saturday?
It's Saturday. Let's
Oh,
go ahead.
I
Let's
got
just go
like
ahead and
2 more
say it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, can we all commit to the 4 of us? If we have to buy 1 ticket each.
All right.
And if we win, we'll give everyone here $1 million.
Yes.
Now, hold on. That's if you're the sole winner. Like if you get the whole 1.4 bill, if one of us does, we give everyone in the room $1 million. Let's just commit to that.
All
right?
I'm going to up
I'm
that.
down.
I'm going to take it a step further. Damn it, I'm going to throw in a T-shirt.
Oh, from
Everybody gets a
BigDeck.com.
BigDeck.com T-shirt. Yeah.
Now hold on.
I'm going to do it. Man.
All right. I will see that and raise you a hot oil foot rub.
Oh,
for everyone
Christ.
in the place.
Yeah.
I've never wanted anyone to win the lottery more in my life.
From
than Steve
Brian
Gorman.
Zepp. No?
You'd be digging on that. You'd be
am I
wishing you
gonna
were in
do?
line. Yeah.
What are you
should
going to
I
do, Candace?
do?
What are you going to do for everyone when you win the billions?
I'll tell you guys a secret that I know about one of the guys in the KQ Morning Show.
Okay.
Everyone knows it's about me. And they already
It's
know it.
big.
They read it up. No. I need
It's
a bigger
wet.
deck. Yeah.
If
I killed a man 15 years ago.
You know, there are Tony. You hide
sorry.
so many secrets.
Tony,
man.
we said there's stories for commercial breaks and then there's stories for on air, and that's the former, not the latter.
Caffeined up.
And it doesn't matter that he was asking for it.
Oh, that makes
Murder
sense.
is murder.
You asked in the game show what was in the bottom of the lake. Now we know.
It's very true. If I do win the $1 billion, there's a good chance I'm going to buy a beer drinking monkey. Because I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a thing.
But here's another story. A monkey is on the run in Indianapolis. He escaped his owner's home in Indianapolis. This is a monkey named Momo.
Oh, Momo.
Which, isn't there an old joke about death by Momo that I can't tell on the air? Momo has been missing for a few days, and there have been several sightings, one of which included him drinking beer in someone's backyard.
Oh, who hasn't been missing for a couple of days after a good beer binge?
So therefore, yet again, my new band name, the Beer Drinking Monkeys. I just got to find the rest of the band, but that is outstanding.
What about Momo's Bender?
Momo's Bender is fantastic.
All right.
I knew a guy who had a chimpanzee in Toronto, and we can't compete. These animals are so much stronger than the toughest guy you know.
Right.
And I saw a video of a chimpanzee sitting in a bar. This is a true story in Toronto, and there was like a dude next to him, like a punk rock dude in a leather jacket, and it had those like metal studs things on it.
Yeah.
And this chimpanzee was going like this. You know the candies that used to come on the paper?
The dots.
And you just take them off?
Yeah.
This monkey literally went. and just ripped this stud out of a leather jacket like it was a dot. He just went like that, and he put it in his mouth. He spat it out, and then he just did another one. The guy's like, "Hey, man!"
Good thing he didn't have a nipple ring.
That monkey's that opposable thumb and that one finger, man. He could just tear your head off. He could go for a throat punch. That monkey could. Am I right?
That's right.
There's a throat punching sister in the back of this room.
Do I hear Night Ranger?
No, you do not hear Night Ranger.
Nobody's getting punched in the throat this morning.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, those chimps, they go freaking nuts, man. When what was the a gal in New England that was giving it Percocet and alcohol, ended up ripping all of her fingers off and her face.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's easy when you're loading up the chimps. It sounds like fun, but, it's like getting Tony Lee drunk. It's fun for a while, then somebody's going to lose some digits.
I am very simian-like.
Of Tony Lee, what have you cooked up here? We have Foo Fighters tickets, brother, to give away here at 8:30 before the mayor joins us at 9 o'clock. What have you cooked up for us here, mister?
We're going to have another fabulous game show. Now, this is very northern Minnesota. We're calling it OPE or Nope.
Nope. Yeah.
I love it. OPE or Nope. At 8:30 for Foo Fighters tickets, but only if you came along for the live broadcast at Cragun's. Brought to you by BigDeck.com. Thanks. Hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show. 92 KQRS.
I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show from Cragun's on Gull Lake. They're still rolling out of bed and into the bar. Good to see you. We're going wall to wall here right now. It's pretty great.
Joints are hopping. I love it.
Yeah, you guys are looking good. Despite what I saw last night, I was a little concerned.
Yeah, well, there was a second wave that just came in about in the last half hour. So welcome to the party, you oversleepers.
Drink up. The fresh bacon was delivered, and then the doors opened, and in they came.
Yeah.
Steve, what's your bacon count?
4 bacon, 2 sausage.
Oh, man, I'm only at 3. I got to catch up. I got to win.
Come on.
More meat.
I beat y'all.
I love bacon.
Have you ever seen anyone say it more excited than our contestant?
It is time to play another game. And what are we giving away this time?
Ooh, big deal. Big deal.
What do we got?
Cue card.
Big
the
tickets.
Cue card says
The double F.
Foo Fighters. All right. Next summer, July 28th, Foo Fighters are at Target Field with the Pretenders and L7. They're going to rock. They're going to roll. They're going to do all the things they do. And we have tickets to give away. That's how cool we are.
We're cool.
To answer the question on all of your minds, that's how cool we are.
Aren't enough O's in cool.
Tony, take it away. What is today's second game?
This is just some good old-fashioned northern Minnesota fun.
Here we go.
No. The KQ Morning Show presents
OPE or Nope. How about that? OPE or Nope? Haven't you guys been in a store sometime and there's someone who wants to get by and they always go, OPE, I'm just going to sneak by you here.
Yeah.
Taylor and her friends, born and raised right here in good old Minnesota, Prior Lake, all have tattoos on their hand that say,
Oh my God,
OPE.
cute.
Oh, yeah, they got their OPE tattoos.
Would they be weirded out if I got one too?
No, you just have to join their weird little cult.
I shall.
You are already.
About 3 weeks into my stay here, I said to Tony once, I go, what? Do people say something? OPE? Is that what I'm hearing? What is this OPE thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I was like, wow, okay, I'm glad I'm not hearing things. OPE or Nope? How does it work, Tony?
All right, here's the deal. Up north is an area and a lifestyle with its own charms and eccentricities, of course. We're going to present people and things, and you tell us, do they have ties to Minnesota or not? OPE or Nope?
Wow,
Gotcha.
I like it.
That's clever.
Ties to Minnesota.
Okay, so Foo Fighters tickets in the balance. Candace, please introduce contestant number one.
Contestant number 1, Steve Gorman, is Tracy from Spicer. Everyone give it up for Tracy.
Come on, Tracy.
Tracy.
Tracy from Spicer.
Hello.
What's happening in Spicer? That's the first time I've heard of it.
Nothing now
Right.
that season's over.
Oh, I thought you were going to say now that you're here.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
happening. Yeah.
That too.
They're just all waiting for her to get back.
Very good. Well, next summer, Target Field's got Foo Fighters, and so that's worth leaving Spicer for. Good luck to you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Tony, be kind.
All right, Trace, we're going to
Make
give
it
you
easy.
6 shots here. Tell us OPE or Nope. So ties to
Oh, I
Minnesota.
literally
or
thought
not.
you were about to pour 6 shots.
Yeah.
Wow. You're really, really ramping your game up today.
I am open to that. Hint, listeners. Okay, number 1, champion skier Lindsey Vonn. Ope or nope?
Ope.
Correct. Yes. She developed her skills on Buck Hill in Burnsville, as a matter of
Lindsay
fact.
Kildow was her
Really?
name back then, the family name. Lindsay, yeah, it started out
In Burnsville.
just making laps on Buck Hill.
I got a lot
Super
to learn.
cool.
And not the first Olympian skier to come out of Buck Hill.
That's amazing.
All right, this next one will actually have a little demo after I ask it. Number 2, you've owned a pair of choppers. Ope or nope?
What was that?
You've owned a pair of choppers.
Ope.
Oh, yeah. She kind of gave you the duh ope. Like, oh.
Yeah,
Look,
duh.
Steve has choppers.
Steve's got a pair of choppers.
10 minutes into my first pair of choppers.
You're golfing with those tomorrow. Now, it's key here with the choppers. It must be at least 10 degrees below zero for the. Otherwise, your hands will just be a sweaty mess.
I'm just having flashbacks to the National Enquirer lobster boy story.
Now, for the true experience, you got to slap those suckers together.
Come on.
There you go.
Make seal sounds now, and Candace will feed you some bacon.
All right.
Let's see. I used to have a harbor seal cough. Things like that. Yeah.
It's really good.
I want more bacon.
It's really
Been a while. Been a while. I think
All
I
right.
got an elephant too. We'll do that later.
All right, dear. Number 3, heavy Mormon population. Ope or nope? What do you say, dear?
Nope.
Correct. Yes. Not known for that.
That's why we can make fun of them. There aren't a lot of them around.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to be answering for you. No.
No. Number 4, pull tabs.
Ope.
Oh, yes.
I love that her competition is over here nodding in the affirmative.
She's a sweetie.
She's too sweet for her own good.
She's sweet.
I like the look on Tracy's face is almost like, is that a trick question?
It's panicked, terrified, and now she's back to calm and composed.
All right, 2 more, dear.
You got this, Tracy.
Number 5 is famous for spicy gumbo. Ope or nope?
Nope.
Correct. Nope. Hard to find.
Holds those O's.
The old Minnesota Bayou scene. It's really something.
All right, your last one, dear. Actor Sean William Scott. He was famous for Steve Stifler from the American Pie series. Ope or nope?
Ope.
Wow.
Got it.
God.
Yes, grew up in
He's my hall
Cottage
pass.
Grove. He actually worked at the Minnesota Zoo. How about
Oh, I
that?
know.
Oh, I know.
He's your mall
6 for
pass,
6, Tracy. Well
Nice.
played.
Yeah.
Tracy.
And with some added drama.
No, you got to
Come on now. This could be a tiebreaker on the line here. These Foo Fighter
You're
tickets
gonna
are in
look
play.
awesome.
Have you had your huge cocktail yet? There's a lot of those
Come a little closer.
T-shirts floating around here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Candace
Come a
just
little closer.
yanked her by her
Yeah.
Be
strap.
shy.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in your pajamas and keeping it casual.
Hey, I had to get dressed in these this morning, yeah.
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 And people dressed me, so I look like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Candace, please introduce contestant number 2.
This is Blondie
Hello,
from
Blondie.
Stacy.
Blondie from
Blondie
Stacy.
from
Stacy from Blondie
Got
or
it.
Blondie
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
Stacy?
we
not
can't use her
Stacy
real
from
name.
Blondie. No.
Last time I used her real name on the air, she got a divorce.
Yeah. Shush your pie hole.
I'm shushing my
Because I
pie
lost
hole.
my shish.
There's a backstory there.
Yeah.
Shish.
All right,
I'm very
Blondie.
cautious, yes.
Blondie, you got your work cut out for you.
I already lost,
we are
so
sincerely
let's
hoping.
just
Well,
have
you were
fun.
nodding along. You had every
Optimism.
answer right the first round.
Shush. I know.
All right, let's
Blondie,
do it.
I believe in you. Be optimistic. Number 1, Ope or nope? The Post-it note.
Yes. Was I supposed to say yeah?
Ope.
You can
Ope.
say ope.
Well, 3M is Post-it notes, yes.
That's correct.
Minnesota, yeah.
Mining and manufacturing,
Ope.
as
I
Steve
said-
learned.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
I don't know, yeah. I feel like I'm in court.
This is going off the rails.
I've never been in
it
front of a
wouldn't be
judge
your
panel.
wouldn't be your first time. Blondie's
Yeah,
going.
it is my first time.
I like
Yeah.
Blondie's like, oh no, I've lost. You don't even get the word out of your mouth. Yes, yes. All right, number 2.
Number 2, Blondie, is meat raffles.
Yes. Yep.
Right, in every Northeast
Man.
bar.
I don't know
It's
what
like
I'm supposed
her
to do.
answer is like a mousetrap. Yes.
Come on now, deal with me.
All right, dear. Blondie, number 3, friendly manatees.
No.
That's correct. No, we will not find that.
Man, just shooting from the hip. I love it.
Speed round.
Number
wait.
4.
Shooter in the hip? Oh, wait. Yeah, I like big dicks.
.com.
Dex.
.com.
That was a confessional corner we just experienced. Surprisingly, so does Brian.
He's wiping himself off. Must have been
I mean,
precious. Yes.
someone turn on a fan or something. It's getting a little.
Hey, what happened here?
We're heating up.
Are we still going?
He's mopping his brow with his chopper. Number 4, you've
Very
attended.
different thing in England to say that.
Yeah.
I wish I could wop my brow. With my chopper.
You want to walk your what?
We're moving on.
Oh my lord!
You keep my chopper out of this, and my choppers.
I want those. Do I win those? If I get this right, yeah.
No. These are staying with Papa here.
Well, I call that a lie.
Blondie,
Yeah, we're not
number 4, you've attended a booyah.
Yeah. Or yeah, whatever I'm supposed to say. Yeah.
Well said. Yes, that'll do.
Opa.
Opa.
Yeah.
Opa.
I feel like we're all Jewish
Now we all have to drink. Yeah.
Or
Opa is not. Okay.
Here we go. Number 5.
Opa's Jewish all of a sudden.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of that, number 5, writer-directors Joel and Ethan Coen.
I don't know who the hell they are.
Fargo, Raising Arizona, Blood Simple.
No.
Filmmakers.
Fargo, nope.
Sorry, they're
You
very.
gave it away. You said Fargo. I said no.
No, that was their movies.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I lost.
They're from St.
No.
Louis
Hold
Park.
on. We're not
Wait,
done.
one
We're not
more,
done. Blondie.
one more, Blondie.
You still
So I
got to
thought you
finish.
already won.
But you still
She
got to
got 6
finish
out of
the
6.
game.
Get back here. You've got one more quality question.
There's 1 second on the clock.
That's right.
Save a little face.
Time for the alley-oop. Number 6, frequent Ryan Seacrest sightings. Ope or nope?
Nope.
Very nice.
All right, well,
Give it up
that's
for Blondie.
Blondie.
Don't go anywhere. You
It's
get
a
stuff.
workout.
Oh my gosh.
5 for 6. Wow. Unfamiliar with the Coen Brothers catalog
Or with Greek terms. But,
or with Greek terms. That's actually really amazing.
That was very fun.
All right, so Tracy, congrats. You're going to see the Foo Fighters, baby. Yes.
Hey,
Well
Blondie.
played, both of you.
Oh. How about that? Caught a draft there.
Man,
Was my bad arm.
I like Oprah No.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
yeah.
great one. That's fantastic. Home run there,
Yeah,
Mr.
We do that again sometime.
We
you guys?
will repurpose Oprah Nope, to be sure.
There's no doubt about that. Well, let's drive on here. We have the mayor of Brainerd joining us here at 9 o'clock, and we're going to get to the bottom of a few things around here. We're live. We're at Cragun's Resort on beautiful Gull Lake with BigDeck.com. Broadcasting live. Hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show. 92 KQRS. Zep, Tony, Candace, and Steve Gorman are the KQ Morning Show. 92 KQRS.
Rock and roll.
I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show. We are at Cragun's on Gull Lake.
Sure are.
It is just getting started. Well, actually, last night it got started. If you're just joining us, a whole bunch of cool kids came up north. We had a big karaoke, sing-along, drink-up last night, as you do. We've been sitting here on the air for 3 hours now, having a good time. What's going on today? There's a boat cruise.
We have
Yes.
boat cruise this afternoon, yeah. Heading out on the lake to do
On the
some
lake.
rocking. Yeah.
Out to the lake.
Yeah,
So
we're
in
going to get a little
between-
sunshine this evening, I think.
In between now and the boat cruise, any hard plans for sure?
We're going to bust up downtown Brainerd.
We're gonna bust it up. You hear that, Mayor?
We're heading downtown to get arrested in Brainerd.
We're about to request clearance to do all sorts. It's just a day of malfeasance, ultimately. But before we start with this, hang on.
Right here in Brainerd.
I would like to say happy birthday to Pat.
Oh, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Pat. Glad you stuck around for another trip around the sun. That is much love from Shannon.
Attaboy.
There you go, Pat.
You guys are so cute. I just want to throw up.
That's been a theme with you this morning, hasn't it? Did you puke last night, Candace?
No, I don't puke.
Okay, you vomit?
I hurl.
Toss your cookies.
Candace has been, there's been a lot of vomit talk here today.
I don't know. Sometimes I just get stuck on something, you know.
Boot. Did
Those
anyone
sort of
ever say
things
boot?
happen. Well, we have a very special guest with us right now, the mayor of Brainerd, Minnesota.
Hell yeah.
Is his microphone on?
Yep. Let's mic that boy up.
There we have the honorable mayor.
The honorable mayor. Can I call you just Maynard to combine the two? Mayor of Brainerd. Can we go Maynard?
You know, we're going to allow it. We're going to allow it.
The honorable Maynard is with us here at Cragun.
Saw your entourage pull up in the fleet of limos. It's so
Right.
What a big shot.
It's a sight to behold. You know, this chair you got me in here is interesting. Usually I'm used to a throne, but this is okay. This will get it done. This will get it done.
Mayor Dave.
I carried that chair all the way from over there, Mayor.
It shows.
Mayor Dave, slumming with the little people. We appreciate it.
Coming down.
Isn't there a Kevin Kline movie called Dave where he becomes the
Yes,
mayor
there
of
is.
Brainerd? Isn't that? He looks just like. Oh, no, that was the president. Sorry. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
That's next.
You have been the mayor of this town for how long, sir?
So I've been involved with the city since 2016. That's when I was elected to the city council. And then during COVID, our mayor stepped down and I was selected by the council. And since then, nobody's run against me. So I've been reelected twice. I must be doing something okay. You know.
All this before the age of 25.
Yeah. Impressive. Somebody called me 15 when I walked in here, so that was cute. No, I turned 41 tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow is my birthday.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Good, clean living up north. My
That's what
God.
it is. They got
That's
clean
right.
water up here, clean air.
Well, you got to be careful because I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but just a couple weeks ago, Dave Ryan was up here and he did a little bit. He said, the city of Brainerd, what a dump.
Oh my God.
What a jerk.
I
What
love
a dump.
Brainerd.
Now, I'm going to have to say he got us on a technicality here because I don't know if you know this or not, but anywhere Dave Ryan goes is technically a dump because he trash.
Oh,
You heard it here.
He trash.
You heard it here. I love it.
You know
He
what that
said
was? That's a guy throwing his pitch to himself and
That's
just
right.
Yeah.
knocking it out of the park.
Right over a
Shots
center
fired.
field wall.
So you are now. We have to clear up. The rumors are flying. Word on the street is you are the Grand Poobah, a leader emeritus of the Loyal Order of Elbows. Is this true?
Elbows up. Look at this place.
Can you
the elbows.
clarify? What,
So, no, I am a former grand elbow, and actually, my jacket just fell on the floor. That I probably will get disavowed for that.
you now have to burn it. I
That's
believe.
right. I am grand elbow number 23. Man, we are in our 30s now. What it is Sheps on 6, a great little watering hole down there in downtown Brainerd. A bunch of locals kind of in jest decided to start a little group, kind of like the Elks or the Eagles.
Yeah.
And they called themselves the Elbow. And so they said, we're going to be a place with not any rules. And so they sat down and made a bunch of rules. And of all of them, there's what is referred to as the elbow salute. You, instead of saying hello, you put up one elbow.
Gotcha.
Grand elbows may put up two elbows.
Oh, my.
And
Very nice.
I will tell you this: if you put up two elbows inside Sheps, doesn't matter if there's 3 people in there or if there's 500, you will buy a round for the bar, and he will hold you to it. And if you don't, he will kick you out, and you will not come
Oh, my
back.
God. All right, so we're heading down there later. You guys tie one of my arms to me.
I know, right? You would.
I'm going to freaking yawn, and they're going to ring a bell and
you
go,
can buy the bar drink. You can buy it.
I don't know.
I just want to say I am an elbow. I came down here a couple years ago
You
and
are the
became an
show's elbow.
And yeah, it's just been great
that
ever
true?
since. Yes.
I'm just now finding this out.
I'm an elbow.
You think you know someone. You work with them every day.
I forgot my card at home.
The number of things I've heard people call you, and I've never heard anyone say an elbow. That's incredible.
I've always admired your elbows.
So, Dave, what's on the agenda? What's the next big thing we got to do for Brainerd?
Brainerd's a really interesting city, very old city, 150 years. We just celebrated a couple years ago. We're kind of in this middle of a ground where, obviously you see myself, I'm pretty young to be involved in city government, but I'm one of the oldest of our city council, which is very strange. We're a city that, for the longest time was kind of run with that older generation. As those people are kind of aging out and moving on to other things, we are a very young city. And so we're trying to reinvent ourselves. It's very interesting getting involved with government. It just takes time for everything. So we're in this mode right now where we have projects that we've been working on for 5 years that have still not come to fruition.
Sure.
And what we're really excited about is to see some of those things come through and really show people what we're looking at when you guys come downtown. Now, we kid about the Dave Ryan comment, but there's a little bit of truth to that, right? In any city that is as old as we are, there's a little bit of truth to the fact that we've got to reinvent ourselves. We are actually here because of the railroad. We were started because the Northern Pacific Railroad needed to find a crossing for the Mississippi.
Okay.
So we needed to get goods from Duluth and the Great Lakes to the west, and so they selected Brainerd as that location. Since then, we've morphed into many different things, including obviously the wonderful resort type area that we are.
Yeah.
But it's just a fantastic place to live. And what we're trying to do as a city is just refocus ourselves and become something that people want to be located at to raise a family. And more importantly than anything is we are 30 minutes from 440 lakes. So if you live in this area, what we say is when you're off work, you're off work.
Yeah.
You know, you're not sitting in traffic. What's funny is I saw that coming. I was waiting for it. I saw that one coming.
Sorry.
But just a fantastic place to live. And we're really excited to see what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. Because for us, what we're really looking for is where are we going to be in 25 years.
Sure.
So
when you're 50.
When I'm 50.
Right.
When I'm 50 and long gone by then, I'm sure.
The punks have taken over Brainerd. It's a youngin's town. That's exciting stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
As someone that pops up here, I see how you're trying to reinvent it, and towns have to do that to remain viable. But, you know, coming up to Brainerd for years from the cities, as so many people do in the summer. I mean, the balloons up here, you've got the Brainerd International. Anybody had a cocktail at Brainerd International? Jim, I'm looking at you back there, buddy. Anybody actually been out to the races? I've been up here for the drags and not actually made it to a race once or twice, but I had a damn good time. It's a destination place. A lot of the things you talk about reinventing, we still want that. One of the things we love in the cities is our dive bars. And when we say dive bars, we say it with a lot of affection. And Brainerd has, you know, that great vibe. When we come up here up north, we get that dive bar vibe. And then when it's time to resort and play some golf, you guys got that big time up here.
Yeah, and that's kind of the cool thing about it is you go down and you look at some of these structures that have been there for such a long time that it really creates an atmosphere that is unique.
Yeah.
And then, but we are right on the doorstep of everything. You know, you can come up this way, you can get on the lakes, you can come over to Cuyuna and get on those trails. The beautiful thing about the city of Brainerd is we are the connecting hub to all these areas. And speaking of the railroad, if you guys get an opportunity, you're going to want to hit up the Northern Pacific Center, which is those old railroad buildings, which have now been turned into a destination location for weddings and for shopping. It's really, really exciting.
Weddings, huh?
Shopping.
Candace. We're going to get you married this weekend.
All right. Hey, that's all good and great, Mayor, but I'm curious, what happened on St. Patrick's Day? I think there was like a snowmobile or something involved, or what happened?
The parade. Yeah, so we have a St. Patrick's Day parade, just something small for the kids. You know, we just go through our downtown area, and we had a blizzard. I don't know if you guys were here for St. Patrick's Day, but Minnesota had a blizzard. Brainerd tends to get about 8 more inches than anybody else every time, it seems to be.
Oh, you bragger.
So as we were getting coming at you. Well, speaking of which, I heard something about a butt muffler as well.
You're sitting on one right now.
It's that kind of show.
Feel free to cut it loose, yeah.
You're soaking in it.
But yeah, as we went to start the parade, we had a bunch of snow, and I said, somebody find me a sled and a rope. So it is the shortest rope you've ever seen. So I'm basically being pulled by a vehicle, holding onto a rope, exhaust blowing right in my face.
Attaboy.
It was a ton of fun. Kids got a kick out of it.
That's Minnesota right there, boys and girls. Don't get any more than that. A little sled joring up
If the
here.
mayor's not willing to do it, I can't ask my citizens to do it.
That's right. Without a jacket as well. Without a jacket,
Leading by
that's the real way to do it. That's the real way
Leadership
to
by
do it.
example.
Yeah.
All right, I have to ask, and go ahead and throw a drink in my face if this is the most beat down subject of all time about Brainerd. But for someone not from Minnesota, for someone in the year, I don't know, let's say 1996, who walked into a movie theater and heard for the first time in his life the word Brainerd.
That's right.
Associated with the movie Fargo. Is this something that is positively received in Brainerd, or is it annoying at this point? Because I know people who, when they think of Brainerd, they think of a state trooper being shot in the face, and then someone being, you know, there's a lot of malfeasance. And there's a giant statue, and then you got a speech at the end from Francis McDormand. I mean, what is Brainerd? What does the town of Brainerd actually think of being put on the map by that movie?
I love it. So what was it? Just a couple of years ago was the 25th anniversary, and our city staff for our 4th of July parade had a Fargo-themed float.
That's awesome.
Yeah, including a wood chipper. So, so we embrace it fully.
Beautiful.
I'm a little irritated. Fargo has a replica of the wood chipper, and Brainerd does not. And so if I do one thing as the mayor,
get it.
It will be one to get that statue back, which is, I guess, hanging out in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
And then also, we need a wood chipper.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get you that wood chipper, Mayor. No problem.
You know what you can contribute up here, Candace? I see that you recently had a loon calling contest. Was it at Cross Lake Days or
You can't
something
do
like
the
that?
loon on the spot.
You can't. Yeah, you don't have to warm up for it. We have a contestant, a ringer that we're going to bring back here next year for the loon calling contest. Candace, on the. Come on, give us a loon here. Be a loon.
On the spot.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Realistic.
That's nice. There it is.
They get better. Look at her warming up. That's amazing.
What do you get if you win the loon calling contest?
A wood chipper.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that can compete with the loon would be the Tony Lee cricket.
Oh, all right. Well,
come on, that's
I just got chills.
It's got chills.
Shut it down, go home.
I mean, I can whistle and I can go, but I can't do it together. And I would pay money to figure out how to do that.
do you have any idea what a talented group is sitting in front of you?
Mayor Dave, any weird animal sounds in your arsenal?
Oh, well, that's what the butt muffler's for.
Very good.
Hey, Brainerd, you got a good-looking mayor here.
Really?
Yeah, do you get any billboards out here or anything? Do you do any commercials or anything like that? Any goofy tourism commercials up here for Brainerd? I'm Mayor Dave. And
Yeah, we definitely should. Well, we've done a few things for our water tower. We're actually trying to save the historic water tower right now.
All right.
We have a water tower that is the first of its kind in the entire world. It is a cement water tower that was constructed in 1919, 1920. And well, it's a castle. It's a castle. And it's a beautiful structure. So we have done some fun things for that, trying to raise some money for that. So if you've got big pockets, I got a castle for you.
So the water's really good here, is what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
once they get it replaced.
Well, I just want to know because Richfield has the best water in all of Minnesota.
I seriously doubt that, actually.
Okay, well, you're going to have to come over and have a sip. And you will see. It's pure.
Yeah.
Again with the euphemisms.
Yeah,
It's
right.
the morning.
Just a
It's
second.
past 9 now.
Come get a sip of this, Tony.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll try them. I'll try the water. I will. I shall.
I don't know that was the point, really. I want to go back to this concrete cement water tower. How does that work?
So it was the first of its kind, and I'll admit that it was a terrible water tower.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't first of its kind, and then that was one of the first ones where they realized we got to come up with a different type of water tower.
It immediately started leaking.
Yeah.
They had to completely reline it. And we used it until 1960, and then it was replaced, but it still stands. At this point, it essentially is the symbol of our city.
Oh, I gotcha.
It is a giant 140-foot tall statue, essentially.
Wow. Okay.
But it's something that's pretty unique, and it needs a little TLC right now, but there's always a few other things in a city that you could pay for as well. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll pass the hat. We really won't pass the hat later.
Are you Brainerd born and raised? Is
absolutely,
this it?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, born here and then moved down to the cities to go to school. Went to the Art Institute. So my background is in drawing pretty pictures.
Wow.
So that's fun.
No wonder you're a politician.
Decided to contribute something other than that to life. So
yeah.
Explain your tattoo, Mayor.
my tattoo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. So this one is just random design that I did as a designer. And then I've got this one on my arm that is from my mom's side of the family. She's Scottish, and it is from the McFarlane clan, and it says, "This I'll defend." And that is my motto, "This I'll defend." So as a mayor, as someone that believes strongly in the people around them, I'm somebody that will take the time to stand up and do what I think is right for people. So
That's all
what
good.
about the
Great.
Tasmanian
Women are
devil
falling
on
in
your
love
neck?
with you.
yeah, no, that's just on my inside thought.
Can you? This is going to sound weird, but can you just join this show from here on out?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would
feel like
love
we have a coach now. All of a sudden walked in, like all you need is a whistle. I'm like, what do you need me to do, dude? I'll just point.
I know we have a Brainerd correspondent on call anytime we need him.
This is great. We have so many things in common. We love water.
and
Candace is getting married this week, and I can't tell. Does he have someone put a ring on it?
Family
married,
man? Are you
Mayor?
still on your own?
I am a
Yes,
family
yes.
man. You shouldn't bring that up because I have been engaged for like 5 years and she is not happy about that.
Yeah.
Not happy. COVID happened. I blame that.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you met Rick over here? He's celebrating his anniversary tomorrow with us while his wife's at home. Yeah.
Soon to be fifth wife.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's taking her back some wild opener tickets, though. So
As they say, not all heroes wear capes.
That's true. That's true. Hey, can I just say real quick, this is quite the crowd you guys have here as well.
yeah, we got fun.
Yeah.
I am amazed by this.
All mostly appear to be awake. I haven't seen any sleepers yet.
Not
So,
yet.
all right.
No, we're getting there.
Right.
Yeah, we're all gonna.
What's
We
your
got a
title?
cruise later today. We're gonna
We
be
got
on a. We're gonna be on a body of water on a boat full of booze. You want to join us?
Are you sure?
busy?
Are you sure? Because I hear it's a dump up here. What a
Show us
dump.
otherwise. All right, what else? So we're headed downtown Brainerd today. We're going to go down to Shep's and not throw up two elbows. We might throw up, but not two elbows. What else in Brainerd downtown? Where are you going to send us?
You know, there's just a ton of really nice little shops. And what's really interesting is it's focused on the people that live here. Those shops are really focused at the locals and coming through. You know, we kid about the Dave Ryan stuff, but he came through on Labor Day weekend, you know, and those people are out enjoying their weekend with their families as well. So a lot of those shops are closed down on those days. But it's just a really cool vibe. You know, you're going to want to check that out. Sage on Laurel. My brother's got a little pizza shop, Slice on Oaks.
Hello.
Shout out Scotty Pizza.
There we
Got
go.
a pizza.
Any go-karts? Putt-putt. Come on. What else?
Not in downtown, but yeah, obviously on your way over there, you're going to see all that type of stuff.
Yeah, outstanding. Cool.
fair
We're
enough.
stoked. Thank you, Mayor Dave.
Mayor Dave.
Thank you, Mayor.
Coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome town, and I will say quite sincerely, man, it's really a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm very intrigued with Brainerd all of a sudden.
It's
No, seriously, it sounds. I love that. You know, you're the old man at 41 calling the
right.
shots down there. It's pretty awesome.
That's right. And here's what I'll say: give us a couple years, and you're going to be really impressed at where we end up.
We'll be back, and we will hold your feet to that fire year in and year out.
I love the idea.
We'll have a checklist. Dave lied again. He didn't replace the carpet. He said he was going to replace the carpet. Right on. Thanks, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Mayor Dave, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
Well
have it.
represented. Well represented.
Very much so. All right,
All right, we're going to rock along. Oh, that's right. Sports and music history. I was
fair
leaning
enough.
back in my, sports and music history coming here at 9:30. We are live at Cragun's Resort on the beautiful shores of Gull Lake near Brainerd on behalf of BigDeck.com. Hang tight.
It's the KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.
Hey.
Nicely done.
I'm Steve Gorman. This is the KQ Morning Show, and we are almost out of here. We are on the final lap of a wonderful morning at Cragun's on Gull Lake with a whole room full of friends. Thank y'all for coming out.
Yeah.
It's been a good time.
I get a feeling the party's just getting started around.
Yeah, we're all here till Sunday. The show is ending in a few minutes, but the weekend is just getting started. To your points up. So we've had a good time. For everyone listening who's not here, what are you doing? What's wrong with your life?
Yeah.
You've made poor choices.
They're
come
stuck
and see
on
us.
494 right now, or 116 or 35W. Thinking, what the hell was I
371.
thinking, man?
Twins start the next round of the playoffs tomorrow. You can watch the game at Target Field. Not we'll all watch it here, but if you're down in the Twin Cities, go to Target Field. You can walk right into that stadium for free and watch it on the big screen.
Oh man,
with a
that's
bunch of other fans. That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel that same vibe. I don't know if they'll bring it like a game, an actual game, but I bet it's going to be one hell of a party.
I would imagine at the very least that is exactly what it will be.
Bunch of cheaters, those Minnesota Twins. You see that story? That
bite your tongue,
the
mister.
ex-Toronto Blue Jays manager is accusing the Minnesota Twins of being cheaters. Compared them to the Houston Astros because Guerrero got picked off. He said the fans were too loud. Yeah, exactly. You want them to come back for one more wild card series. Just come on back for another ass whooping.
By the way, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. I believe baseball is a sport where that line was invented.
Yeah.
So yeah, save it.
Yeah. In fact, actually, why don't you you pulled Barreras after 47 pitches. Why don't you look there instead of the crowd was too loud? And
Yeah,
couldn't
why don't
hear
you
our
look
calls.
there?
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Losers.
Man, when you have to have your former manager talk trash for you,
Right.
what does that say about your franchise, Toronto?
Yeah, what does that say about your franchise, Toronto?
Candace.
We literally get the woman to say anything.
Yeah, I saw a little mockingbird.
As long as you say it first, you'll get an echo. That's how that works. So a big day in Brainerd today. We got the cruise tonight. We got all kinds of stuff going on tomorrow. What is tomorrow night? There's a band playing?
Oh, yeah, we're going to rock tomorrow. You guys ready, man? You going to headbang with me or not?
Oh, sure. Real quick, here's just one thing. I don't know if you guys know this. We get up early, and we come in every day, and we all look for stories, things we might want to talk about, and we send there's just the group email thread of, hey, check this out. Let's talk about this. This is interesting. Quick insight. There's only one member that sends stories like this every day. His name's Tony Lee, and this is the last one he sent me. A parasitic worm that burrows in brains is spreading across the southeastern United States.
I wanted you to understand me more.
I didn't even have to look who sent that. I'm like, oh, Tony found a story. Okay.
Yep. That's a warning.
That's what it is.
Well, that's why we went up north. That's why we went up north.
That's right. It's in the Southwest, and we had to get as far away as we could without crossing the border to where they accuse us of cheating. That's how that works.
Apparently, the only parasites in this area are radio hosts from other radio stations.
The mayor
occasionally
went
come to
hard
town.
on
Yeah,
that.
Dave. I love it, brother.
Woo!
Our Mayor Dave.
Mayor Dave was great. This has been fun. Thanks, guys, really, for getting up early and hanging out with us.
Thank you. Great
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Let's take these final few minutes of the day and look back. How about a history lesson?
I dig music. I dig sports. This is history. Really?
It is October the 6th. On this day 30 years ago today, 1993, Michael Jordan walked away from basketball. The hell was he thinking? He'd won 3 straight titles, but do you all remember seeing that press conference? And he's just like, that's it. I've done all there is to do. He was like 30, and he had won 3 straight. Michael Jordan, of course, played baseball for a couple years in Birmingham, Alabama. I happened to live in Atlanta back then. That was an hour-and-a-half drive. My wife is from Birmingham. We're in Birmingham constantly. I saw him play minor league baseball exactly never, and I will never forgive myself. I mean, he sucked, but we wouldn't want to see Jordan play baseball.
Yeah.
I literally had nothing. I was home that whole year. I wasn't on the road. I had nothing to do, and then I'm like, he went back to the Bulls, and I just thought, what was wrong with me?
Yeah, I don't know. I watched some of the television coverage of one of the minor league games. I think he came up. What was it? The Sox or somebody? Who did he played for?
White Sox organization.
Yeah, he came up for a bat or something like that. It might have been early in the season, and he swings the bat like one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
That's exactly what it was.
Just this lanky, weird golf swing.
Imagine being a double-A baseball player and literally you walk into the dugout one day and Michael Jordan's sitting there. You're like, what the hell just happened to my life?
Yeah.
But he did get the team all new gear and nice buses to travel in. I mean, there are perks.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, it's not bad having a guy like that on the squad, I guess. On this day in 2005, as we discussed earlier on the show, October the 6th, a couple of party boats went out on Lake Minnetonka. A few of the Minnesota Vikings and some friends and videos were made, and next thing you know, you got yourselves a controversy. The Vikings, I don't remember what their record was that year, but they had fun.
Those were the Culpepper years, and those were some big winning years. I mean, there were a lot of stars on that team. I don't remember how close that was to the 15-1 team, but that was that era. They were winning ball games. They were talented, and they were having a lot of fun. Too much fun.
There was some closeness there.
Was Randy Moss on that boat?
No, he was not. No. Randy Moss was not a part of that.
Okay, good.
Vikings that year went 9-7, but the final 11 weeks they went 8-3. Once they got the cruise out of the way, then they could focus on football. They should have just had that cruise in August. It would have been a whole different story.
Team building.
So that's telling us. It was building something.
And guess who's going out on boat tonight? Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? A little team building on the boat tonight?
In honor of the 05 Vikings. Let's do it, guys. Come on. Cell phones stay in the hotel rooms.
Wear your big deck
No phones on the boat. On this day in 2020, Eddie Van Halen died. What an awful day for all of us.
Yeah.
65 years old. To his family's credit, we didn't know how sick he was. I mean, they kept it we knew he was battling. But that's one of those days you just get up and you're looking at your phone, and I got a text, and I was just like, wait, I'm sorry, what? Doesn't make sense. It's bizarre to be in a world without Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
On this day in 2011, Rolling Stone magazine ran a poll, worst song of the 80s. Does anyone remember what the worst song of the 80s was? We already talked about this. We built this city. Inarguable.
I like
the city
that
by
song.
the bay. The city
No,
that
you
rocks,
don't.
The city that
I
never
do.
stops.
No,
Steve Gorman.
Candace, you do not like that song.
I do.
You are not allowed to like that
Deep
song.
in the hoopla.
That song is so horrible. The first time I heard it, I went, that's going to be a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That we're just all and of course I will hear it in my head for the rest of the day. That's my fault. Shouldn't have mentioned it. Yeah. Led Zeppelin put out their final studio album on this day in 1979. In Through the Outdoor, 6 versions of the cover were released. Depending on what store you went to, or even within the same store, the album had the scene on the front, the scene of that bar. It was photographed from a bunch of different angles, and you could buy one record from this angle, one from another, 6 different covers. That's how they used to get you to buy music more than once back in the day. They just put new artwork around it. Not really a bad idea. It's kind of cool. I bought that album. That's the first Led Zeppelin album I ever bought, like as it was released.
Yeah.
In real time.
Cool.
And I wish I loved that record because I was bummed. I mean, I dug Fool in the Rain, no question. In the Evening, great. But that hot dog song, man, come on.
Well, at least your first album was in Coda. That was, I remember.
That would have been
you
tough.
got to go down and get Led Zeppelin. We went down. It was in the bargain bin on sale, a cassette. We're like, we'll start here with Coda. That sounds cool. It took me about a year to recover and go, there might be more to this band. It certainly was.
There certainly was. On this day in 1979, Bob Dylan, local boy, Minnesota man.
Yeah.
Zimmerman had his 12th U.S. Top 40 hit when Gotta Serve Somebody hit the U.S. charts from the Slow Train Comin' album, which is, that album holds up. I Believe in You from that album, I'll just go ahead and say it, greatest song ever written. Now, 5 minutes from now, I'll have another greatest song ever written, but that's on the list. If you haven't listened to I Believe in You lately, go for it. You could do a lot worse.
Is it a drinking song?
They're all drinking
That's
songs.
the song.
If you do it right.
That's the
Okay,
song
we're in, guys.
Elbows up.
Elbows, one elbow.
Bob Dylan, the man who proved you don't have to be a good singer to be a great singer. That's a true statement. I'm not kidding. I listen to that guy sing anything. Finally, on this day in 1967, there was a beauty contest in Brighton, England, the Miss Teenage Brighton contest. And in between sections of the event, they have the answer a question. I believe peace is the greatest thing we could ever hope for. Between that and the swimsuits, they brought out a band to entertain the crowd. The band was Pink Floyd.
Oh my gosh.
Pink Floyd, not at Miss Britain. It was Miss Teenage Brighton.
Time to grow up, ladies.
Can you imagine that? When I was 14, Pink Floyd saw me in my bathing suit. And by the way, in 1967, that's still Syd Barrett Pink Floyd. That's not easy listening, sort of, I got into a vibe. That's bizarre, psychedelic insanity.
Yeah.
And I love the parents. I'm so proud of my daughter. She's beautiful and she's a young lady. And look at her. What is that sound? And then there's Syd Barrett just rocking some feedback. He's tripping balls. I mean, that's all beauty pageants. Next year for Miss America, there should be like a psychedelic band just playing in the corner.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make it way cooler?
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
All right. It's been said the choppers have been thrown down. Thank you.
By the way, thanks for the choppers.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming, everybody. This has been a blast.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming up to our big broadcast. We're going to be back at Cragun's. We want to thank Ryder. We want to thank Alyssa. We want to thank Mike Oberg, Holden back there, getting it done for us as well. And
hey, good point. This isn't you don't have to say, I went up to Cragun's. You can say I went to that first Cragun's.
You were at the first one.
This is the gold circle right here, baby. Everybody who comes next year.
And if Steve Gorman wins $1.4 billion, you're all getting $1 million of it. A piece. I didn't forget that promise. I've got some leg wrestling to do. I want to especially thank BigDeck.com. Jim and Tina are up here. Mike and Ange, we're missing the heck out of you. We'll party on for you. Thank you, BigDeck.com. Thank you.
The KQ Morning Show, 92 KQRS.